Good evening, it's 8 o'clock. So those pictures that we can see as we open the bulletin is of Shah Rukh Khan meeting with his legal team after the Bombay High Court gave his son bail. So an early Diwali for Shah Rukh Khan and Gauri as Aryan gets bail after 25 days, bail for Aryan Khan and two others co-accused, Arbaz Merchant and Munmun Dhamecha. Fans celebrate outside Shah Rukh's house Mannat this evening. The release, however, will be tomorrow or Saturday. Aryan Khan will stay in jail tonight. So there we see the celebrations coming from outside Shah Rukh's house, Mannat. Meanwhile, others react as well. Arbaz's father says, my son lost 7 kilos in jail. The Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister says there will be sedition charges against those who supported the Pakistan team in Sunday's match from Rajasthan, UP and Kashmir. Arrests for cheering Pakistan. Lawyers say the Indian cricket team is not the Indian state. You can't use sedition charges. The new Agni 5 ballistic missile successfully tested with a range till China. Will this be a game changer for India's missile defense? Markets down 1.9% today, the biggest single-day decline since April. The Sensex down over 1,000 points. Experts say this is a market correction, not a crash. Our lead story tonight. Well, Shah Rukh Khan there with his legal team after his son Aryan Khan has got bail, though he will stay in Arthur Road jail tonight. He's likely to be released tomorrow once the Bombay High Court judge's final order, detailed order is out. For more, let's go across to Saurabh and Rohit. Well, Rohit, first to you because there's celebrations where you are with the fans outside Shah Rukh's house, Mannat.
Right, Sonia, you know, as you can see, these are the fans who have come from all kinds of different places. आप कहाँ से आए हैं, क्या बोलना चाहेंगे अगर शाहरुख खान आपको सुन रहे हैं?
मैं पटना से आया हूँ और मैं शाहरुख खान का बहुत बड़ा जबरा फैन हूँ और मैं शाहरुख खान के एक फिल्म का डायलॉग बोलना चाहता हूँ क्योंकि वो शाहरुख खान के डॉन को लड़के को पकड़ना मुमकिन ही नहीं नामुमकिन है और छोटी-छोटी बातें बड़े-बड़े शहरों में होती रहती है सेलिब्रिटी का।
और आपको एक गाना याद था शाहरुख खान का, व्यूअर्स देख रहे हैं, हमारी उम्मीद है शाहरुख खान भी देख रहे होंगे, कौन सा गाना है?
सॉन्ग गाना है क्या? पहले और किसी से इंट्रोड्यूस
अच्छा चलिए बताइए, एक डायलॉग बोल दीजिए शाहरुख खान का।
हार के भी जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं।
हार के जीतने वाले को बाजीगर कहते हैं। और गाना आपने सोच के रखा था, आपको गाना है?
हाँ जी, इंट्रोड्यूस हो जाइए सारे लोगों से, फिर मैं गा दूंगा।
हाँ, आप बताइए, आप लोग कहाँ से हैं? बताइए। क्या शाहरुख खान अगर सुन रहे हैं, आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे?
शाहरुख खान को यही बोलना चाहेंगे, बस बर्थडे से पहले उनको सरप्राइज मिल गया, गिफ्ट मिल गया कि मतलब उनके बेटे जो है वो
आज हमारी ईद भी है और दिवाली भी है। अब मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। मैं डेली आता था शाहरुख खान सर के घर पे, वो मुझे को मिलते नहीं थे, लेकिन आज मैं बेल हो गया, मैं दौड़ा इधर चला आया। आज मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। मेरी आज ईद भी है और दिवाली भी है।
ईद भी है और दिवाली भी है। There you have it, Sonia. Eid and Diwali being celebrated, and also next week is शाहरुख खान बर्थडे। शाहरुख खान का बर्थडे अगले हफ्ते, एडवांस में विश करना चाहेंगे?
हैप्पी बर्थडे शाहरुख,
हैप्पी बर्थडे।
So
that's the atmosphere here, Sonia. Back to you.
No, and Rohit, sort of, you know, that really is fascinating. The power of Bollywood, the love his fans have for King Khan. Yet, when it came down to it, his son spent over 25 days in jail. He's still in jail tonight, even though he didn't have drugs on him. There was no evidence of consumption, but charged with international conspiracy. This is what the ex-Attorney General of India, so Shah Rukh had the big guns out there today, the ex-Attorney General of India, Mukul Rohatgi, argued in the Bombay High Court today. Shah Rukh Khan there, flanked by lawyers including Satish Mane Shinde, who was also Riya Chakrabarti's lawyer, part of that high-profile legal team. Yet, when it came down to it, as I said, Aryan Khan was treated, many say unfairly, just because he was Shah Rukh Khan's son.
आज हाई कोर्ट ने दोनों साइड की दलीलें सुन के 3 अक्यूज को बेल ग्रांट करा है। आर्यन खान नंबर 1, अरबाज मर्चेंट नंबर 2 एंड एक लड़की है, उसका नाम है मुनमुन धमेचा। उन तीनों को आज हाई कोर्ट ने बेल दिया है। पक्का डिटेल्ड ऑर्डर कल मिलेगा और मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये तीनों अक्यूज जो हैं ये कल या शनिचर तक बाहर आ जाए।
Well, Saurabh, you've been tracking that case really since that arrest of Aryan Khan, and it really unraveled in a sense in front of your eyes, because with all the shady witnesses, we know that Gosavi has been actually detained today by the Pune police. But really, when you came down to it, the case actually seemed to have so little, as Mukul Rohatgi argued in it. Yet these two young men and another woman, Munmun Damecha, are all in jail.
Absolutely, Sonia, and I think Mukul Rohatgi actually summed it up in court. He said this boy is in jail and the tamasha around it is because of who his father is. In a way, saying that he has been targeted because he is Shah Rukh Khan's son. And Shah Rukh Khan is, of course, one of the biggest superstars, and what we've seen from Mannat today will tell you about what kind of popularity he enjoys. But beyond all of that, Mr. Rohatgi pointed out several important arguments, and I'm just going to recap them very quickly. One, he called this arrest unconstitutional and illegal. B, he said the WhatsApp chats that the NCB is relying on are from a completely different incident, no connection to the case. C, he's saying that the NCB's conjecture that just because it's not a coincidence, it has to be a conspiracy, is completely untenable as a legal argument. The NCB lawyers also made some arguments, some of them being of one actually being that it was 2nd October, they shouldn't have done it at least on that day. But he continued to say he's a peddler and all of that he was talking to peddlers, that he's a consumer, regular consumer. But when it came to actually proving what the investigation is, it seems the agency only still has WhatsApp chats to go by. And that must be one of the determining factors in Aryan Khan getting bail. But we'll wait for that detailed order to come tomorrow to see what exactly the judge thinks. Because even the lower court, where many expected he would get bail because of the fact that there was no possession and no recovery from him, depended on the WhatsApp chat. So all eyes on that Bombay High Court detailed order.
Right. Thanks so much, Saurabh. And we spoke also to the father of Arbaz Merchant. He's Aryan's friend, who's also in Arthur Road jail and a co-accused. Here's what Mr. Merchant said.
हमारे साथ हैं असलम मर्चेंट, जो कि अरबाज मर्चेंट के पिता हैं। सर बताइए, बहुत ही बड़ा दिन है, राहत की बात है कि बेटे को जमानत आखिरकार मिल गई।
बिल्कुल सही है। जितने लोगों को, कैदी को मैं छुड़ाया हूँ, जिसको भी छुड़ाया हूँ, इतनी प्रसन्नता नहीं हुई है जितना हमारे बेटे को छुड़ाने हुई है। एट द सेम टाइम एहसास हुआ है कि अंदर की फीलिंग क्या है, जेल में अंदर फीलिंग क्या है। कहना बहुत अच्छा है आर्थर रोड, बट अंदर जाके जो भीतर की फीलिंग है बहुत निराशजनक है। 7 kg मेरा बेटा लूज किया।
छोटी सी बात थी, तो एक दिन जमानत मिल जानी चाहिए थी, इतना दिन लगा दिया गया।
बिल्कुल सही है। $1 मिलियन क्वेश्चन यही है। हमें सबको बहुत उम्मीद थी किला कोर्ट से मिल जाए, नहीं हो पाया। सेशन कोर्ट में तो कॉन्फिडेंस था, नहीं हो पाया। यहाँ भी कॉन्फिडेंस था, बट कहते हैं ना, गॉड प्रोपोजेस मैन डिस्पोजेस। पहले दिन से हम लोग रेडी थे कि मैजिस्ट्रेट कोर्ट से खुल जाना है, नहीं हुआ। सेशन कोर्ट में बोले, वहाँ पे भी नहीं हुआ। अफसोस की बात थी, तो वेट हमको लाना जरूरी था। जो भी हमारे रिसोर्सेज थे उसके हिसाब से इस्तेमाल करना पड़ा।
And also speaking to NDTV, ex-Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi, who appeared in court today, said that when he spoke to Shah Rukh Khan after that bail order, Shah Rukh Khan had tears of joy. So meanwhile, there's celebrations today just on getting bail. But now you can also be charged with sedition for being an actual traitor to India if you cheer for the Pakistan cricket team. That's what the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister ordered today, that there should be sedition charges against those who supported the Pakistan cricket team in Sunday's match. And there have been arrests. In fact, in Kashmir, Kashmiri students who celebrated Pakistan's win have been charged under a tough Anti-Terrorism Act and Uttar Pradesh sedition charges. And even in Rajasthan, a teacher arrested and released on bail and sacked from her job for supporting Pakistan. But as lawyers point out, is the Indian cricket team really the Indian state?
At an engineering college in Agra, 3 students from Kashmir arrested for celebrating on social media Pakistan's win against India in the recently concluded T20 World Cup. The complaint filed against them by the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, a youth wing of the BJP. The students have been sent to jail and charged with sedition. They were targeted by a mob while being produced in court before being sent to jail.
इस वाकया पर एक तहरीर पुलिस को प्राप्त हुई, जिसमें पुलिस ने मुकदमा पंजीकृत किया और उसकी जांच करने के बाद उसमें 3 लोग नामजद थे, तीनों को आज गिरफ्तार किया गया है।
The UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has tweeted saying that those celebrating the victory of Pakistan will be charged with sedition.
अगर वो देश को तोड़ने की बात करेगा तो उसके लिए हमारे देश में, हमारे प्रदेश में, हमारे आगरा में कहीं भी कोई स्थान नहीं है, क्योंकि ये प्रदेश योगी जी का प्रदेश है। यहाँ देश तोड़ने वालों की जगह कहीं नहीं दी जाएगी।
But former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir Mehbooba Mufti has demanded that the Kashmiri students be released. In Bareilly, a similar pattern. 2 people, one of them an employee of the central jail, accused by the Hindu Jagran Manch of supporting Pakistan in cricket, arrested and sent to jail.
2 अलग-अलग व्यक्तियों के द्वारा अपने मोबाइल से व्हाट्सएप पे अलग-अलग स्टेटस लगाए थे, जिसमें कुछ आपत्तिजनक शब्द का इस्तेमाल किया गया था। उक्त संबंध में थाना इज्जत नगर पे 504, 506 और 66 IT एक्ट के तहत मुकदमा पंजीकृत किया गया है।
Again in UP's Sitapur and Badaयूं, 2 more people arrested for supporting Pakistan. A man named Musharraf had allegedly made objectionable posts on social media in Sitapur, and in Badaयूं, a youth had posted on Facebook that he loves and misses Pakistan and celebrates the win. In all 7 cases, charges of sedition have been brought against the accused. In Udaipur in Rajasthan, a school teacher from a private school was arrested for celebrating Pakistan's win via her WhatsApp status that went viral. She was charged with provocation with the intent of causing hurt, but is now out on bail.
In Jammu and Kashmir, a hospital technician was terminated from services for her video on WhatsApp celebrating Pakistan's victory. On Monday, students of 2 medical colleges in Srinagar were booked under UAPA, a stringent anti-terrorist law. Kashmir has a long list of police cases over cricket celebrations. It goes back to 1983 when there was a match between India and West Indies in Srinagar.
Top lawyers say there is no basis for charging people with sedition for such comments.
Indian cricket team is not the Indian nation. There is no duty that you must support the Indian cricket team at all times.
With Kamal Khan in Lucknow, Bureau Report, NDTV.
So whether it's charges of dealing when you're not found with any drugs, or whether it's sedition because you're cheering Pakistan, what would happen in England where so often Indian immigrants actually cheer the Indian team? So that really, we need to look at how we're using our laws, which means long cases, charges, arrests, being sacked from your job. Is this really what the Indian legal system is meant for? Meanwhile, let's go across to another big headline, and that's the successful test launch of the Agni 5 ballistic missile. Vishnu, why is this a game changer?
Well, Sonia, in simple terms, this is a game changer because this is a ballistic missile system. It's an Indian weapon system that can effectively target every single part of China. That wasn't the case earlier on with other missiles of the Agni series. It has a range of 5,000 kilometers. And this is actual video of what happened yesterday when it blasted off from Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Orissa. So it has a range of 5,000 kilometers, it has a 3-stage engine, and it ensures, and this is what the government is trying to repeatedly say, this is part of our credible minimum deterrence. But while they say that, let's not have any doubt, this is a message to China. Why? Because it is an intercontinental ballistic missile, right? That means it can target all of the areas that India actually wants. We don't need a missile which can fly all the way to America or so, 12,000 kilometers. Other countries have that. We needed to get to about 5,000 plus kilometers. We've done that. Let's have this particular image up full screen. What you can actually see over here is that round circle, the round circle that you saw over there, the outer round circle actually showed the range of this particular missile. That is all of China included. And what you see inside is of another missile called the Agni Prime missile. That is designed to hit Pakistan. So you've got China and Pakistan covered with both these missiles. A few more details now on the Agni 5 itself. Let's bring out that picture. This is an archive picture, but this is exactly what it looks like. It is a strategic nuclear weapon. When it comes to hit its target, it is flying at a speed of Mach 24. In other words, nearly 30,000 kilometers per hour. It can be stored in canisters. It's road mobile. This is important because you don't want the enemy to know where your missiles are placed. Now, the other missile which I described to you, the one that hits Pakistan, is called the Agni Prime. It succeeds the Agni 1 and Agni 2 missiles. It was also recently tested. It's got a lot of composite technology for its motor casing, making it lighter. It's also believed to be maneuverable. That means it is much more difficult, if at all possible, to intercept. It's a new class of missile which India has made. It's road and rail transportable. So, one final point in this, and this is key, it is believed that Agni 5 can actually carry more than one nuclear warhead. Let's get that next graphic out as well. Agni 5, it is believed, can carry more than one nuclear warhead. These are archive pictures, but it's believed that India is developing what's called a multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicle, or MIRV, whereby a single missile can carry multiple warheads targeting separate locations. Once this happens, India's nuclear deterrence will be state of the art, if it isn't already.
Right, Vishnu, thanks so much for that update. We'll take a quick break now, but after that, well, one of Aryan Khan's lawyers, he's also Rhea Chakrabarty's lawyer, Satish Mani Shinde, will join us on that High Court bail order today and the implications. Aryan Khan will, of course, be out of jail by tomorrow or day after now on bail. Welcome back. So our lead story tonight, fans celebrating outside Mannat Shah Rukh's home this evening as his son Aryan Khan gets bail from the Bombay High Court. Shah Rukh Khan there also meeting with his legal team, including Satish Mani Shinde. Today the ex-Attorney General Mukul Rohatgi, who argued for Aryan Khan, met Shah Rukh, said that he had tears of joy after the High Court order.
Soon after news of bail to Aryan Khan outside Mannat, Shah Rukh Khan's house, his fans break into celebrations. Ending a month-long ordeal for Aryan since he was first arrested by India's anti-drugs agency as he was entering a cruise ship with his friends. The Bombay High Court has yet to pass the full order, but it appears to have been convinced by Aryan Khan's high-profile team of lawyers, led by this man, former Attorney General of India, Mukul Rohatgi.
आज हाई कोर्ट ने दोनों साइड की दलीलें सुन के 3 अक्यूज को बेल ग्रांट करा है. आर्यन खान नंबर 1, अरबाज मर्चेंट नंबर 2 एंड एक लड़की है, उसका नाम है मुनमुन धमेचा.
In hearings that lasted 3 days, Mr. Rohatgi challenged the prosecution, arguing that there was no case since no drugs were found on Aryan Khan. The NCB's main proof seemed to be WhatsApp chats, which Mr. Rohatgi said were from earlier and had no connection to this incident. Arguing for the Narcotics Control Bureau, the Additional Solicitor General Anil Singh told the court that Aryan Khan regularly consumes drugs and was in touch with peddlers in spite of no recoveries being made from him. The NCB tried to pin the other recoveries on him by alleging conspiracy, to which Mr. Rohatgi reiterated his argument that conspiracy is a meeting of minds, and the NCB's case that they think it's not a coincidence doesn't mean it's a conspiracy. As soon as the news broke, several personalities from the film industry like Sonu Sood, R. Madhavan, Hansal Mehta and Sanjay Gupta reacted, but the big names have largely stayed silent.
Aryan Khan left his home Mannat on 2nd of October for a party, and what followed was something that even he or his family members didn't expect. He's still not returned home, but he's likely to return home soon after the bail hearing, and we saw a short celebration by Shah Rukh Khan fans outside Mannat.
Meanwhile, the Mumbai police is now probing the allegations against the man heading the Aryan probe, Sameer Wankhede.
हमने पिटीशन में ये कहा था कि एक मैलाफाइड इंटेंशन के साथ मेरे क्लाइंट के खिलाफ स्टेट गवर्नमेंट एक पर्सनल वेंडेटा लीज कर रही है, उसको रोकने के लिए कोर्ट की प्रोटेक्शन की आवश्यकता है.
It took a battery of lawyers, some of the most well-known legal faces, and 25 days for Aryan Khan to get bail in a case where no recoveries have been made from him, and all that the agency seems to have are a few WhatsApp chats. But now all eyes are on the order of the Bombay High Court, which will throw light on issues like unconstitutional detention, wrongful detention and illegal arrest, as argued by the former Attorney General of India, Mukul Rohatgi, for Aryan Khan. In Mumbai with Sunil Singh and camera person Praveen Ji Rohit, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
Well, Satish Manishinde really leading those arguments as well, but at the lower court, and then Mukul Rohitgi as well in the Bombay High Court. But let's just look at the NCB in this case, because remember, Satish Manishinde there, of course, a picture of Shah Rukh Khan, but also in the case of Riya Chakrabarti, Satish Manishinde is the lawyer there as well. Now, in Riya Chakrabarti's case, we know that she was in jail for a month 1 year ago, and 1 year later, there's still no charge sheet. Now, with Aryan Khan, again, he's been in jail for nearly a month between custody and Arthur Road. He's been in jail for nearly a month, and now it will be a long case. So, Satish Manishinde really knows what's happening with his NCB and Bollywood. So, Satish Manishinde, thanks for joining me this evening. First, could I begin by asking you, so there is a picture of Shah Rukh Khan posing with you and your entire legal team. What did Shah Rukh Khan say when he heard the Bombay High Court order today?
Well, he was pleased with the Bombay High Court order because his son is now going to be released from jail. And ultimately, the fight that he had to get his son out has got some result.
And the fight also, Mr. Manishinde, now you've seen the NCB closely since the time that Riya Chakrabarti, your client, spent 1 month in jail, and we still don't have an actual...
Well, both the cases are not comparable because though they were charged for similar offences, the evidence against both of them was totally different.
Absolutely.
And, no two cases are identical or similar in the criminal code of law. And though the principles of law are identical, even in Riya Chakrabarti's case, there was no possession. It took her about a month to get out on bail. Whereas, as far as Aryan is concerned, he got because we moved the High Court immediately from the Sessions Court. So he was in a position to get an order of bail within 25 days.
Mm-hmm.
So the delay that we had in Riya Chakrabarti's case did not happen in this case.
Mm-hmm. What seemed unbelievable to many just ordinary people who are not legal people is that how can a person who has no drugs on him actually be charged with conspiracy or being a drug dealer? How did that actually happen? How in the Indian legal system, how is this possible?
Well, right from the beginning, we have been contending that the arrest was illegal, number one. Secondly, we have always said that he was found in no possession. There was no evidence. I would have appreciated the learned magistrate in appreciating the argument that we made on the first day that he was found in no possession.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not know under what circumstances he decided not to grant us even the jurisdiction to hear our bail application.
Mm-hmm.
We did approach the Honorable Sessions Court, which normally conducts trials in all the drugs cases. But even the Sessions Court refused to appreciate our arguments. And ultimately, we had to move the High Court. And we needed a judge who would understand and appreciate our arguments. And I must say that our legal team, headed by Mr. Mukul Rohitgi, put a solid defense to the charges leveled by the NCB.
Mm-hmm.
And we did not divert our minds to the other things that were happening in the case. And ultimately, we were in a position to convince the judge to grant us bail.
Mm-hmm. So, did you actually, because again, I think our reporters understand that on 2nd October, Aryan Khan was walking onto a ship to attend a party, and since then he was actually dragged and his whole life changed, something completely unexpected out of the blue. Have you met with Aryan Khan? What's it been like for him in jail?
Well, Aryan Khan went to the ship to sail as a special invitee, and he was accompanied by 2 other people who were supposed to be in his suite, and neither of the 3 people in his suite had any drugs to allege that they were in any way connected. The other 2 people who were with him were let off, and unfortunately, Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan, had to face this brunt of having been in that position. So, it's very unfortunate that in spite of the fact that no evidence was on him, he was arrested.
I know, of course, you're the legal representative here. So, but just if you took off your legal hat for a moment, Mr. Manishinde, do you think, and you've dealt with high-profile clients, do you think both in the case of Rhea Chakrabarti and in Aryan Khan, they paid the price for who they were? Has Aryan Khan paid the price for being Shah Rukh Khan's son?
Well, Aryan Khan is a strong boy, and he will fight this to the end. And I appreciate the fact that our arguments have been accepted, but I only hope that the NCB, after a thorough investigation in the case and a proper reappreciation of the material, the higher-ups in the NCB would direct that there is no charge sheet filed, because this is a case of no evidence.
So, do you think, and again I know that it's difficult perhaps for you to answer, but do you think that an individual inspector, an individual investigative officer got carried away, and again the fact that he's Shah Rukh Khan's son and a celebrity value actually worked against him?
Well, though it is not very audible, I'll take one last question from you. Aryan Khan will soon be out on bail. He will recoup with whatever is, the position in life as of now. Once we advise him, he'll go through his entire defense at the appropriate time. And I must thank all the people, friends from the press, and people who have stood by us in this fight to get Aryan Khan out.
And Mr. Manishinde, my final question to you is really that he'll be out on bail. But as we know, bail conditions are very strict. His passport will be taken away. He can't speak to the media. So in that sense, the Indian legal system, a case like this doesn't go away very fast. So he's going to be really fighting this for a while to come. And for now, not being able to travel abroad either.
I hope that someday the NCB realizes their mistake and takes back what they have done. Thank you very much, Sonia. I have to leave for another engagement.
Thank you, Mr. Manishinde. As I said, nice to see those shots of you smiling today, and with, of course, Shah Rukh Khan, an early birthday present for him as well. Thank you, Mr. Manishinde, for joining me. That's it on the news tonight. But coming up next, Reality Check with Srinivasan Jain.